to save the most money on insurance. I'm Justin.
And I am Aaron.
And before we go too much further, be sure to subscribe so that you can get all this information that you never asked us for. And this is Insurance Hacks.
Why?
Because we're going to take our considerable insurance experience, industry experience, and help you hack your way through the jungle that is modern insurance purchasing. And today, we're going to teach you how to really save money on insurance. I know this is the secret that you've been waiting for. It's why you put up with all of our other videos. Here we are.
All right.
So how do we do it?
Well, if you're going to save money on your insurance, I know most of you are thinking about saving money on your monthly payment. All right.
That's what they tell you on the TV, right?
Absolutely, that's what you got to do. And so the best way to do that is to really minimize the amount of coverage that you've got. You can raise deductibles, get rid of some of the extra endorsements, which are those bells and whistles, so to speak, that are added onto your policies.
Okay.
And so you get rid of those things, and that will minimize your monthly cost. It will also minimize the value you're getting for your insurance policy.
Well, that's what I was going to say. But wait, what if my house burns down?
Well,
am I going to get paid everything that I should get paid if I save money that way?
You know what? I'm glad you asked it that way because yes, you will get paid everything you should get paid if you buy your insurance that way.
It feels like there's a trick there.
Well, it's not really a trick, it's just a contract. An insurance policy it has no heart. It has no feelings. It is simply a contract written in black and white. It is a unilateral contract because the insurance carrier determines the terms of that contract, but you, the consumer, decide whether or not you're willing to sign up and be a part of that contract. And so when you do, you're going to get exactly what you paid for. Okay. And I'm sure you heard that a lot.
Sure.
But I will say this.
Okay.
No matter the homeowner's policy that you've got, despite what mayhem may have you believe, if there's something as straightforward as a fire, you're going to be covered. Now, how you're going to be covered is really the catch to the whole thing.
Right. I mean, there's so much detail we could go into. Plenty of other videos we've gone into, dig into some of those things. But so this sounds to me a tremendous amount like a casino.
This is the big secret of insurance. This is what you've all been waiting for. I'm going to tell you something that, I don't know, maybe you haven't heard before, but insurance as an industry is the world's largest legal casino.
You bet. It's not as much fun, that's for sure.
No, it's the worst one.
Right.
But it is the largest.
No free drinks.
Yeah, because what the insurance carriers are counting on, they're coming up with a big equation to figure out what it's going to take to make a little bit of money off of you every year. And they're counting on you placing your bets and placing them poorly.
Right. Well, I don't know they're counting on you placing them poorly. They're counting on knowing more than you.
They're betting on you.
There you go.
Making them poorly. You're right. They're what?
They're counting on them knowing more than you do. You know, they put the advertising in place to tell you should save money on your premium. But what that does is it removes coverage, right?
It gets you to a place where you're pushing to save the money on premium. You're programmed to know that there are insurance companies out there who can save you money. But many times when they're releasing a new product and they're underpriced in the market, there's also the language in certain coverages that they think is going to insulate them from paying a lot more money for your claim.
Right. But what they're counting on is that you're so concerned about what you pay monthly and saving $7 here, $20 here per month, that you're going to be okay with not thinking about the end consequence, which is $20,000 or $30,000 in payment for a loss that you might incur. And this sounds all really sinister, but it's not. It's the insurance company understanding consumers and really letting the consumers work against themselves to the insurance company's benefit. I ask clients this all the time. Who really are you looking to save money for? Yourself or the insurance company? Because if you don't spend this $5, it could cost you $10,000 6 months from now.
You got to understand, insurance companies are studying data all day, every day. They have giant teams that they pay lots of money to study data and the kind of trends that they can understand from the data, that they can predict from the data. Right. So they've got just a wealth of information to help them make educated decisions on what they're going to charge for their product. And because the advertising appeals to the emotional pull that everybody has at saving money on this piece of paper that's stuffed in a drawer or an email folder, they know that more often than not, consumers might make an emotional decision on carrying less coverage to save money monthly And when it's claim time, the same consumer is going to potentially miss out on thousands of dollars worth of coverage that they could have paid $20 a year for.
Because insurance companies don't have emotion. They don't approach decisions emotionally at all. We go to conferences and we're filled up with charts and data and facts and all those sort of things.
And they love it.
They love it. And other agents love it too. It's always interesting, but it's not my favorite thing. But really, my favorite thing is understanding how to really help people with their insurance. And part of what we do is we have to remove that emotion. That's part of where the advisor comes in. I'm not married to any insurance company. I don't care who you end up with. I care that you end up whole at the end. And that's really what a good advisor is after.
I can promise you that if you are working with an independent insurance agent, they work with dozens of different insurance companies, and I can promise you that insurance companies annoy them 10 times more than they ever are going to annoy you, because they just have to deal with so many of them. And the regulations are different from all of them. The terminology is different. It really is challenging to keep up with everything that's going on in the insurance industry. And I have yet to meet a consumer who doesn't work in insurance that spends 40 hours a week or more understanding how this insurance industry really operates.
And we say insurance industry, we're talking specifically about home and auto, property and casualty insurance, because I can also tell you there's plenty of people in insurance, claims adjusters, health insurance people, life insurance people that have no idea how property and casualty really works as well. Again, because it's not what they roll up their sleeves every day and get into the way an independent advisor certainly does. The independent advisor should be able to approach your insurance problem with zero emotion and determine the best course of action, whereas consumers, in most cases, are emotionally driven. Really, that's what it comes down to.
Yeah. So to wrap it all up, what are the best ways to save money on insurance?
In my mind, it's to work with someone who is an independent agent who can absolutely look at your challenges dispassionately in a whole way. One of the smaller things that we'll touch on is subdividing your insurance. We see people with one piece here, one piece there. It's never the best way to do it. Working with that one advisor on your whole program can generally be the way to save the most money. Is it foolproof? Is it guaranteed? No, but it's going to prevent you from making that emotional decision that saves you very few dollars on the front end, but costs you a tremendous amount at the back end. If you want to get over on the insurance companies, start approaching it dispassionately. That's really the secret to saving the most money on insurance.
They are not counting on that, I promise you that.
That would blow their mind.
So if you have any questions about anything specific that we talked about, just please leave a comment below. We'll absolutely respond to that. And if it's too long of an answer, we'll just make a video for you. So make sure you subscribe and come back and see us next time.
Thanks for watching.
The Phoenix Insurance for you.